of the evening. I hope everybody's had enough to eat. And I hope you connected with your groups, classified by duckies. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you briefly the lineup for the next little while. We're going to be hearing from some people that have known Raleigh for a really long time. In fact, we have one person who's known Raleigh since he was born, namely his brother. And we are going to hear from people who have known Raleigh since high school and college, and also more recent friends. And then we're going to have some wonderful music, because of course Raleigh is a musician and knows a lot of wonderful musicians, so there's going to be some great music ahead. And there's a few surprises along the way, and somewhere in there we have to have birthday cake and sing happy birthday. But we're going to start right now by hearing a few words from Raleigh's older brother Richard, who came all the way from actually all the way from Canada, all the way from Guelph, Canada, to be with us here tonight. He and his wife Nettie are here with us and staying in Doylestown, and we're so thrilled that they could make it. So Richard, do you want to come up and Richard Brown.
It's great being here, and for this occasion I've written a poem called Ode to Little Brother. February 1949, Cleveland, Ohio. Long, dark hallway. Mother returned from the hospital, bringing little brother home. She let me gently, carefully feed him from the bottle on the cushy, dark sofa. We moved to the suburbs, our own house, brighter days in the 1950s, day glow, bright red rubber balls, 78 RPM records, and a clunky old black Victrola. Also a mysterious zither in the basement. Raleigh grows, takes on his own personal musical tastes, purchases 45 RPMs of Bye Bye Love by the Everly Brothers on the Cadence label. The Crickets, That'll Be the Day on a maroon Brunswick label. And the Dell Vikings, Come Go With Me on a dot label with its bright yellow capital D, its cherry red O, and its sky blue T against a black background. He develops his own tastes in TV shows as well. Ding Dong School, Captain Kangaroo, and Leave It to Beaver. Ridiculous, childish shows, not cool grown-up shows like Howdy Doody, Uncle Jake, Pinky Lee, or Captain Video and his Video Rangers. Little brother gets heavily into Zorro. Wears a mask and a cape. Whenever he's not wearing his coonskin Davy Crockett hat. We jump up and down on our twin beds, laughing hysterically. I growl at him, and I get spanked. We both dress up at Halloween. Him as Frankenstein, and me as a somewhat overweight Dracula. 1959. We both cheer on the Cleveland Indians as they almost beat out the Chicago White Sox for the American League pennant. The winds of change usher in the 1960s with a new young president. And the future is at hand, with Raleigh in junior high school and me in high school. And as I left afterwards for Oberlin College, Raleigh entered Euclid High to find an intense perfectionist in Madam Zimmerman. she plays her part with unfair comparisons in temporarily turning little brother against his big brother. Whispers of mortality. Cut is the bough that might have grown full straight, come with the president's assassination, and for Raleigh, bar mitzvah preps from a nervous perfectionist, Rabbi Lieberworth, more Leavenworth than Lieberworth, whom mother said ruined Raleigh's life and will be blamed for any future setbacks. Raleigh retreats to his room, practices guitar, lifts weights, eats steaks, and instant breakfast, becomes the Incredible Hulk, drives like a maniac. The lost pet hamster is found dead behind the couch, and little brother skips school to mourn the loss. Raleigh attends Kent State University as the 1970s beckon. His musical tastes turn to Phil Ochs, Tom Rush, and Steve Goodman, where he musically educates his big brother, who rode that Northern Railroad in 1969. Little brother becomes the quintessential baby boomer, present at both the Kent State killings, tin soldiers and Nixon drumming, and Woodstock. He travels north to visit Big Brother following the shootings, traveling in Dave Carr's tattooed car and blasting the music of James Taylor on a portable tape cassette stereo, the leading edge of electronic technology. The Toronto cops stopped and questioned these hippies. However, the resilient little brother studies accounting. He rises from the ashes to become the #1 finger picker in the United States in 1980. Chosen by the Winfield, Kansas Folk Festival. He visits Australia, where he develops his love of Kelpie dogs, foreshadowed by the family dog Cuddles. 1983, mother dies of lung cancer, smoking from her younger days, and Raleigh returns to the U.S., alone again, naturally, just before she expires at the young age of 64. Little brother finds Janice, and they settle in the city of brotherly love, where together they practice Oriental medicine, make music, and raise Australian Kelpie dogs. In December of 1999, Raleigh travels to Los Angeles to join Richard, Matthew, and Judy for his father's 80th birthday, the final time he sees his father, who passes 4 years later. Born to be wild, Raleigh never predicted he'd live to celebrate his 60th. But here it is, a success story, the American dream. With 4 CD record albums, maybe 5, he corrects me, I stand corrected, and a stellar reputation as folk guitarist, Tai Chi instructor, healer, wise friend. With Big Brother watching from a northern perspective, proud to have shared parts of life's journey to date with this man of talent, dedication, and integrity, who at the young age of 60 stands with Janice and all their friends and fans in 2009 with a new young president and a new era of hope. Music heard so deeply that it is not heard at all, but you are the music while the music lasts. Rock on.